Okay, hello, and now we're going to do from our astronomy textbook, which is chapter 3, section 3, the sun, and we're going to do some bulleted notes. Okay, so the sun has no solid surface because it's a hot ball of gas, and it is about 3/4 of its mass is hydrogen and 1/4 of the sun is helium. These are the main elements. About 96% of the sun is made up of hydrogen and helium. The sun has an interior and an atmosphere. The interior includes the core, radiation zone, and the convection zone. The sun produces large amounts of energy in its core through nuclear fusion, a process in which hydrogen atoms join together to form helium. Now just to pause for a second to explain this. So nuclear fusion is when there is one hydrogen and another hydrogen. They're freely floating about. They come together and fuse and they become a new element, helium. And this is how the sun gets all of its energy, and that's how we get the light and heat that we feel. So it's coming from the majority of the sun is made up of that. And that's how we get the energy from the sun. Okay, next note. The energy produced in the sun's core moves outward through the radiation zone, mainly in the form of electromagnetic radiation. Now, electromagnetic waves can range from infrared, which is towards the red end of the spectrum, all the way to the other end, the gamma rays. Okay, so it's in that zone. And the outermost layer of the sun's interior is called the convection zone. In this zone, energy moves towards the sun's surface by convection. So that's what you learned from 6th grade, where it rises up, the heat rises, and then it drops back down. It rises and drops. And those are happening in different size granules, which are very large. Okay. This next section is on the atmosphere. Like the sun's interior, its atmosphere is composed mainly of hydrogen and helium. The sun's atmosphere includes the photosphere, chromosphere, and the corona. So there are 3 layers of the atmosphere, and I'm going to show them to you on this diagram, which I've given to you in class. We're going to glue, and then I'm going to give you the first labels here because they're going to label the atmosphere, and this one, let's see if you can do that one on your own, and I will check with you to see if you did it correctly. Okay, so the outermost layer looks like spider legs is the corona. The middle layer is the chromosphere. Okay, that's this darker part right here. Then on this lighter gray, and I'll point it out in class, the inner layer is the photosphere. Okay. And this last one, let's see how well you'll do. Okay, and I want to make sure this is totally in the frame. Okay, you can see all the labels. Okay, just do your best. Check in class. Okay, and then the last note to tell you is that the corona extends far into space. So that outermost layer here, the one that looks like spider legs, and you'll see that if the moon gets in the way during a solar eclipse, it gradually thins into streams of electrically charged particles called solar wind. And there's different kinds of storms on the sun, and one of them is called a solar wind. And we'll talk about the other ones as well and take notes on that. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for your hard work. I appreciate everything.